This episode is brought to you by AFS, Automated Financial Services, your partner for fast, reliable, and affordable payment processing. Whether you're taking payments at the counter, on the go, online, or through a full POS system, AFS makes it easy to get paid anywhere, anytime. They handle credit, debit, EBT, gift, and loyalty cards across every industry and touchless options available for all in-person transactions. Entrepreneurs and ISOs can even earn monthly residuals through AFS partnership opportunities. The tools are yours. The income is yours. You'll get approvals in under an hour. 24-hour equipment deployment or reprogramming. Low, simple rates, matched or beaten, or they pay you, and 24/7 live customer service. You get the technology, rates, and support your business deserves. For a free cost analysis or rate quote, call 1-877-738-5010 or visit automatedfinancialservice.com. AFS, smart technology, real service, better business. Today brought to you by River City Speedway. For the first time ever, 3 generations of drivers on the show, and they are all named Dobmeier. Mike, Mark, Jaxson are all here. Today's show brought to you by JD Construction. When you finally come to the conclusion that you just can't get your heavy construction done on your own, call JD Construction to get the job done right. JD Construction has the right equipment for the right job, big or small. Excavating, demolition, spring cleanup. Farmers, get all your ditch work or tree lines cleaned up before planting season. JD Construction also does concrete work and concrete removal. From small excavating jobs to big jobs needing a laser system or a dozer or a payloader with a grapple. And they have the trucks to haul material to or from the job site. JD Construction can do the job the right way. Contact them today by calling 701-740-4220. There's still some spring openings left or schedule work for fall too. JD Construction, getting the job done the right way. Call 701-740-4220. All right, we are back. If you have any questions or comments for any one of us, myself, the Dobmeier, Stephen Lewis, of course, and Dale, the producer, are all here. Feel free to call or text 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. Corey Litton, you are the first guy. Woohoo, buddy. Good morning, Kevin Pappenfuss. Let's do it. It's our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. And Stephen Lewis is not a very good one, but here we go. It's so smoky outside today.
How smoky is it?
I thought I was back in my 20s at a Pink Floyd concert.
The 80s were hard on you.
They were. You remember that one. That wasn't very good.
That
one,
wasn't too bad. I still think you need a new neighborhood.
I'm going to have to tell her to work on that a little bit. I was looking at the lid you're wearing today. Mm-hmm. Hockey night. That's a pretty cool lid.
Yeah.
How long have you had that thing?
A couple years, but yeah, it's kind of too bad. Hockey night's not going to be the same.
No, not since Don Cherry's
well, it hasn't been the
and,
same for a while,
right,
but now
right.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's not on CBC either anymore.
No, I know.
So we'll see how that goes.
And, it'd be fun to give Canada crap about the smoke, but it's all Minnesota smoke out there today, I believe. This time. But thanks for the last couple of years, you guys. Let's see here. Forks Karting Association, they raced last night. Dale, the producer, is here to tell us all about it.
Yeah, we actually got, it seems like we got a race season now, 3-4 weeks in a row now. So we are all about it after that early bad luck with the rain out. Some of the highlights from last night. Some first-time winners there, the novice rookies, Peyton Scow and Melody Miller getting their first win, so congrats to both of them. Rylan Fuller got his third straight victory for the rookie gas, and his dad did a cameo race last night in the Masters, so Brandon Fuller making sure to get a race in this season. Good to see him out there. Jalen Ross picked up her first win of the year at the Junior 2 Yamahas, and James Mackhart did a guest driver cameo in the Senior Yamaha. The kind of race ended a little early due to other drivers DNFing halfway through. Don't see that too often. And then I'm going to throw a little thing up here, last lap of the
Can't hear the applause now. All right, there you go. Thank you very much, Dale. Let's see, where am I? Let's do it. It's Dirty Thursday track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. Watch the karts race Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway. It's at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. You can find out more by going to forkskartingassociation.com. King of the Wings kicks off tonight at Norman County Raceway in Ada, Minnesota. Tonight they'll have the 410 sprint cars, of course, the Race Saver Sprints, the Legends. It is the King of the Wings show. Tomorrow night, River City Speedway in Fargo off another week for the fair. Devil's Lake coming up on Saturday. Western Renegade non-wing sprints, the Wissota Midwest Mods, the Street Stocks, and the DLS Pure Stocks. And then, let's see, Greenbush Race Park. Pures, the Streets, Four Cylinders, the Midwest Mods, and the Mods. And I didn't know this till tonight. Buffalo River is racing on Saturday night. And that is, again, part of King of the Wings. So they're going to have the IMCA Race Saver Sprints, the 410 Sprints, Wing Sprints, the Race Saver Sprints, and the stock cars. There you go, King of the Wings, making its tour around this part of the country. And that's your Dirty Thursday track schedule. What?
Switch back to me.
Oh, that's your Dirty Thursday track schedule.
NLSA is Glendon as well.
Oh.
They're off in Greenbush. It got added later than that flyer was printed, but NLSA, not tonight, but the next two.
Oh, okay.
So River Cities and Buffalo River. For
okay, well, thank you. There you go. Your track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. Again, watch the karts race on Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway out at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. All right. Anything you want to share before we get rolling?
No, I didn't have anything except for the addition of the Lightnings there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the first of the three Dobmeiers in the studio today. We're going to go to what do they call it? The patriarch, the matriarch. What do you do?
Patriarch.
The patriarch. I guess the matriarch would be the Mrs. Dobmeier. But Mike, how are you, man?
I'm good.
I love it when you're in the studio. We talked last time you were here. We talked a lot about DAV stuff. We also talked about him and of course everybody. But how have you been?
I'm fine.
Now you spend half your time in Florida, and you just got back like last week?
Yeah, last Thursday about midnight.
Yes, you had to come up here to warmer weather or what?
we normally come sooner, but
Yep.
but my wife had a surgery back in January.
Oh.
And it just took longer to heal the incision than we thought it would.
Okay.
So it was a week by week thing for about 3 months.
Yeah, is everything okay?
Yep, she's good.
Good. How was the fishing down there? Have you get to fish much or not?
Well, she couldn't go in the boat, and I couldn't go away.
No fun.
Mark did me a favor, though. Some of his sponsors came down, so I got to take them for a boat ride.
Oh, nice. I know you ask me all the time to come down, and I'm going to, like I said, we were talking earlier, I'm going to try to make it work this winter if I can. You still involved heavily with disabled American veterans?
Yes, in fact, we have a convention again 1st of August. We'll have to go back to Orlando for a week.
Oh, that sucks. I know.
I think they're going to elect me again, so I'm still involved.
So what is your title?
I'm the National Judge Advocate.
So that's like, you're like the dude.
Well, no, the National Commander is the dude.
Oh, okay. But did you used to be commander?
I was, the year 99, 2000.
Wow. So what does that entitle? What do you do?
I review all the bylaw changes. We have 52 chapters and 1,300 chapters and about 52 departments. Each have their own set of bylaws and constitution and bylaws that they have to keep up to date. So I review those. I advise the National Executive Committee and the National Commander about things to do with the Constitution and bylaws, and I'm present at the Board of Directors meetings.
Wow. And I want to thank you for your service. And again, if people don't know, you were Navy. Is that correct, or am I totally wrong?
Yep, Navy.
Navy.
And were you on a submarine?
Yes, sir.
Holy. What was the longest you ever went underwater for?
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
I was on one of the last of the diesel powered submarines.
Okay, so now these new ones can go under for like months.
Yes.
I mean, they could probably go under for as long as they wanted, can't they? Now,
Well,
as long as they have food.
They generally do a 2-month cruise, and they submerge on the day they leave the port, and they don't surface till they get back.
And usually they pop right back up where they popped down.
Yep.
Gee, isn't that crazy? I don't know, man. I get claustrophobia way too easy. Did you ever feel claustrophobic in that thing?
Not really claustrophobic, but a little bit nervous on our very first dive when we left Charleston. We got out through the shallows and dove, and I was the brand new guy on the boat, so I was a mess cook in the cruise mess, and the boat started diving, normally. Yeah. And then it started sinking backwards.
Oh.
And I caught the TV when it came out of the bulkhead.
Oh, jeez.
And I thought, maybe this ain't normal.
Man, I've seen subs. I saw a couple in Europe a couple years ago, but I got to go on. I was down in Mobile, Alabama last year, and I went to the Navy museum there. Yep. The big USS Alabama. I was on the battleship. But then I went into a World War II submarine. I don't know how the hell anybody, you'd have to be like 4 foot tall to be able to live in that thing, because I couldn't hardly make it through the doorways, but I'm old and crippled and fat. But I got to give you a ton of credit for doing that. And again, thank you. We better go to this guy. You're not busy. You didn't have nothing going on, so you figured, hey, Roberts, let me get him on the show, right?
yeah. Well, this Roberts guy's been bugging me for a little bit, so it was time. I was due this year. So,
you run Forks Radiator, but a lot of people might not know you don't just work on radiators, which I'm guessing you are full of right now. But tell us a little bit about your shop and what goes on there.
Forks Radiators shop has been around since the '60s, pretty much, way back when, and we started off as just your typical radiator shop where we just worked on radiators. We'd take them on and off cars and do small stuff. And then when I took it over in the early 2000s, right in there, we turned it into a complete auto repair shop. So we also fix cars. We basically do everything but tires or alignments.
And you got great mechanics.
I have some excellent mechanics. Ricky Bobby is what we call him. Rick Rannis. He's been with me for 19 years now. Yeah. And he really helped me build the shop to where it is with auto repair. Kevin Maddock joined Mad Dog 2020. He joined me about 14 years ago. Yep. And he's still with me. And so I have two very senior technicians that have been around and worked on everything. They've seen everything. And we usually can fix everything in a very short order and get things handled the right way right away the first time. So I also have Jesse Thorsell that came back to me. He moved to Fargo. He worked for me for a couple of years. Yep. Moved to Fargo, and then when he moved back, he came back to work for me right away, and he's been with me a little over about a year and a half now, something like that. So, got a couple of younger kids in the radiator shop now, but yeah, we can work on anything, any complete auto repair stuff, but tires, alignments, and we do everything: head gaskets, engine jobs, tranny jobs. We can do anything.
It's different because, for one thing, it seems like it was just yesterday to me when you took over that place, but to be that long, but it's nice to have the guys you have, because of your traveling, your racing and things like that. But jeepers, a lot of things too is a lot of people don't realize is, he owns a business. He's probably never there. You're there a lot. I mean, you're usually the last guy to show up at the damn racetrack. I would be thinking, well, aren't you supposed to be in whatever now? And you're like, yeah, I'm getting ready to leave. Yeah. You are there all the time.
We are. So even like today, we're racing at Ada, but Jaxson actually got up with me this morning too, and he's at work all day too. But we worked till about 15 minutes before we got here, and then bolted over here, and we'll actually go back to work for a little bit and help the guys out with whatever we can do, and then about 1:30 or so, we'll boogie off and head to Ada and go racing for the night. And so we'll be back again in the morning at 8 o'clock. So.
When you, so speaking of Forks, did you take it over when it was in the old location?
Yes, it was like kind of right in that same spot when I was right in the same period as when we had that fire out in that old location. Okay. So.
And then another neat thing about Forks, and I think we'll see it in the pictures here later on, they were a sponsor of Mike's forever, so it's kind of just been part of you guys for a very long time.
Absolutely. They've been very close family friends for years. The actual Dobmeier Insurance used to be right across the street from Forks Radiator downtown. Back in the day. So Phil and my dad got to be good friends. So Phil was almost like a second father to me. And he called me up when I was 14 years old and said, what are you doing this summer? I said, well, I'm siding apartments for Bruce Lassard Construction. And he goes, no, you're not. You're coming here. You're coming to work here. You're going to be here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And I'm like, okay. He didn't really give me an option. And I never left. I've been there since I was 14. So I always enjoyed the work, enjoyed what we do. And, on the radiator end of it too, we started talking about what we do there. And we do anything from on the radiator side, anything from a small lawnmower radiator to a giant industrial radiator out of a hospital.
Oh, and they're huge.
The giant generator ones. Yeah, have you seen a few of them that we've done? They're taller than I am and wider, and I can reach around. So we'll do any size generator or any size radiator, and we also do oil coolers, air charge coolers, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot, and we do fuel tank repair too. So
yeah, and all of that stuff related to heat as far as air conditioning and things like that. So I've noticed a lot of bigger tractors, trucks, things like that in the parking lot lately. Of course, those don't ever break down when it's 65 degrees out.
Yeah.
They got to break down when it's. They finally got the street open behind your shop. Could you imagine this last week now, if you would have had to deal with that? You think you had tents up before in the back there, but they finally got it done. It looks great.
Yes.
By the way,
it was, the city did a phenomenal job. They started off, they were going to do an asphalt overlay, and this road's been tore up for years. It's been bad. With Wilder right there, there's a lot of traffic, and they made the right move. They decided to put concrete there, and that tore it all out. That turned into concrete all the way up to the building by the end of it. But yeah, it basically closed off all our shop doors for a solid month and a half, and it comes down to having that great crew that works with you every day, and that. We all knew we had to keep working and do what we did, so we actually set up, had some Buffalo Wild Wings tents that we set up in front of the business, and so we had a little bit of shade out there, but we worked out in the parking lot for about a month and a half. So
Amanda Joe says, highly recommend Forks Radiator, and so do I. You guys have done a ton of work for me.
I think that might have something to do with all the extra driver cards you get when you go and get work done there.
Maybe in about it must have been a month or two ago or something. We fixed up. I couldn't resist. So I might have some extra hero cards and stickers laying around the shop, and if the right person comes in, they get tattooed.
It's like the push truck that they park over at the drum. All of a sudden, best place to take a leak, and it's like, oh gee, I wonder where that came from. That is perfect. We're going to run across and talk to this dude right now. Jaxson, hold on. Marcus Rick, still crabby first thing in the morning. I used to work with him at Dahlstrom's. Tell him it was me that asked. Love giving him crap. Rick is one of those guys I have a hard time reading.
Yeah, Rick is he's Ricky Bobby.
I love the guy.
He's a great hard worker, and it's the best thing for it is when I opened up that second shop across the street.
Yep.
He wanted that shop so he could be over on his own, and then he doesn't have to talk to customers, nothing. We just kick him work, and he pounds it out.
And it's so funny because he's quiet when he's sitting there. Like, I'll come and see you guys during lunch, and he's just quiet, and every once in a while he'll throw in that little one-liner, just that jab where you got to look at him and go, what the hell?
You can throw some zingers out there, that's for sure.
You got a great crew, including this guy right here. Jackson's now working with you. How's it going over there in the shop? Busy? So what do you usually do when you're there? What's your job?
I usually get put on the pressure washer, cleaning out a bunch of radiators, or I'm putting plugs in them and testing them.
Yeah. Are you learning it pretty good?
Yeah.
So are you going to end up taking over the old man's shop someday? Or are you going to do something smart like be a lawyer or a doctor?
Well, I'll probably end up taking it over if he doesn't work till he's 85.
Oh, man, that is good stuff. Boy, somebody wants to know, it'll be fun to see Jaxson in a sprint car one day, hopefully, with a question mark. I'm guessing that's what you want to do.
I figured we were going to get to that sooner rather than later.
Sooner than later, yeah. But I'm imagining that's what you want to do or not.
Yeah, I definitely want
You don't want to be a late model driver? Okay.
I want to drive a taxi cab.
That's a good. Hey, he's getting this interview thing down now.
I got a go-kart story for you.
Okay.
Night. I'm walking around the pits here, and I happen to notice Dustin Strand's in the pits. Right?
Yep.
I get talking to him.
Did he have a shirt on?
His daughter is going to drive a winged go-kart.
Oh.
So I made the comment to him about his daughter having bigger balls than he's got. But
I just about spit out my Busch Light.
Yeah, we had a good conversation last night. Dustin's a great guy.
That's great. He is. He's a great guy.
I couldn't leave him alone. I had to tease him a little bit about it, though.
Man.
You know?
That is awesome.
That's coming straight from someone who's only run one heat race in a late model.
No, I ran a feature too. I just pulled off after I spun up twice right away.
I'm not getting back in that dump truck ever again. I think you said something like that. But.
I'd do it again, but it'd have to be in a car that fits me. I did it in Stevie Anderson's car, who's a very
little
small
guy.
So I was literally like in the late model. My head was touching the frame, which wasn't safe, and I knew it. But I'll do stuff, and the steering wheel was so far back, I literally couldn't move my hands like this, so I had to like one wheel steer this late model. So
I did.
I'd like to try it again someday in something that fits me, but we'll see. I can stay out of it too. I'd be fine with that.
A couple of years ago, I did about a 20-minute session in a Formula One car. It was simulator, but it was a real Formula One car that had been raced. I did like 25 minutes in that thing, and I was soaking wet. I could barely fit in there. I mean, I had no business, my fat ass, being in that little cockpit of that car, but I get it when it's that small. But now you won again last night. How many races have you won this year?
I think it's 4, but 3 in a row.
3 in a row. Wow, that is unreal. And you race more than one class, correct?
Well, this year I haven't been able to race the wing cart because the other kids that were in it, they moved up to stock cars.
Oh, so you got nobody to race against.
No, so I can't race that one, but I've been only racing the flat cart.
Well, that sucks. I didn't even know that. Are you going to be able to race it next year or not?
Next year there should be a good class in it.
Okay, because will you be moving up then or not?
I'll be in the same class next year, and there's quite a few people moving up.
Okay.
From the
okay.
class below me next year. So we'll have
sure.
good class
So there'll be
next
just more people you can throttle on, right?
Are the are the 2 wing classes separated by age then? Or?
Yeah, by age. It's junior 1 and junior 2. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Motor restriction too.
Okay. There is a motor restriction. Okay. How old are you now?
13, turning 14 in September.
In September. Wow, you're going to be 14 before you know it. How old were you when you got in a sprint car?
I was 21.
So you did have problems in school, didn't you?
I filled
Yeah,
in
you
for
did.
well, actually in '99 was my dad was the national commander for DAV, and that required a lot of travel for him. So that's what opened the door for me to get into the sprint car. And I would say '97, '98, I probably ran maybe a handful of times filling in for him. And actually, I filled in for Pat Miller one time too.
Yep.
And I got to race against him, and I did.
Oh, so you did get to race against each other. Dale and I were talking about that earlier, and I didn't know that ever happened. Who won?
Wow.
Oh, did you?
I think I was 5th and he was 6th, something like that.
Oh,
So,
wow, I did not know that. That is awesome. So how old were you then? Were you?
I was 18 when I went full time.
Okay.
99 was my senior year of high school, and that was my first full time year of sprint car racing. So I was 18 when I went full time, but I did dabble in it when I was
Right.
16, 17.
Yep.
So
and nowadays, I mean, we're seeing the Polka Brecks and the Olsons, and these guys are getting younger and younger all the time. Does that ever wear off on him? Does he say anything to you about that, or is he just ready and just waiting buying his time?
Yeah, he's kind of like Rick. He throws out some zingers in there once in a while, you know. And, he's but I mean, as long as he keeps his work ethic up and
he's got a good one,
and he keeps his head on his shoulders straight, there's definitely going to be a good opportunity for him. So,
are your grades good in school?
Yeah.
And you now, okay, what grade will you be in this coming year?
I'll be going into 8th.
So, and you run cross country for like Red River, don't you?
Yep.
Like last year.
Last year, and I'm doing it again this year.
You're pretty good too, aren't you?
Well,
It depends
I
on
don't
who
know.
you ask.
Yeah.
But you're learning, and you're running like half marathons and 10Ks and 5Ks and stuff like that, or not?
I haven't ran a half marathon yet, but I ran the 10K in Fargo.
Okay. And did you beat your mom?
She was in the half, but yeah.
Oh, she was in the half. Oh, okay. But yeah, you got to throw that in there. That's perfect. Any other sports that you play besides running cross country?
I do basketball, obviously racing.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
That's-
I can remember you running around the shop. The kid could dribble a ball when he was like 3.
Yep.
I don't think he could even talk yet. And he was dribbling a basketball I'm like, holy crap, I can't even dribble a ball that good. You definitely got the chops for an athlete, that is for sure. And we're looking forward to more of you and getting to see you, hopefully, in a sprint car. Last week, a couple of weeks ago, Nosa win number 200 for you, which was pretty cool. I looked you up today. More than 300 wins. You are and this is something I didn't know, you are the second winningest driver in the nation since 2009.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
I mean, that's saying something.
That's getting up there.
Guy out
for
of
sure.
Grand Forks, second winningest sprint car driver in the nation since 2009. That is
Who's
something.
number one?
Who's number one? Yeah, you got my
I don't
curiosity
know.
now.
I didn't look.
I'm guessing Donnie Shots.
I would guess Donnie,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
yeah.
It might be. I don't know. And
It would be awesome if it was Donnie. North Dakota won too.
yeah,
so.
it won't take long before Kyle will be up there, and the guy doesn't even race full time. But that is something there. This year, let's see, what do you got here? 2 wins, 6 top 5, 7 top 10s. But you've had some, let's face it, some really horse crap luck this year.
We've had a rough go and stuff. It's been we've had a good year. We've had good speed everywhere we go. It seems like every track we rolled out at this year, I felt like we've had a chance to win it or been a car that could contend for it anyway. But yeah, we've had some mechanical failures. Just last Friday, we were leading the feature and kind of just feeling good and rolling around, and all of a sudden the gear stripped out of the back.
Yeah.
And that's something I haven't seen gear strip out for probably 10 years, you know, and we do a lot of maintenance on our car.
I know you do.
I would say we do excessive maintenance more than a lot of other people do.
Yep.
And like I inspect the gears every time they go in, and we go through them, and in the winter we'll replace all the common sets that we use. So it's not like it's old equipment failing or anything, you know. And yeah, so we've had that, and then we had a couple wrecks this year where we totaled out 2 cars. So the
blown tire.
We peeled a tire off
leading the race by how far, and
yeah.
then you stepped on your whatever when you were leading the race so far, and but that happens.
It happens, yeah. But yeah, it's been kind of an odd year, just weird stuff happening. But we've had speed every time, and that's the part I look forward to, or that I hold my hat on. You know, if you're in contention for the win and something happens, it doesn't hurt near as bad as if you're struggling and it's not happening. So we've had good speed, so it'll come. We're about to break through with some big stuff, I think. So
case in point, Sunday I'm watching Dirt Vision. I think you said during the redraw you rolled out a new car, you guys did, and famous for not having a good redraw, right? So you get 8 out of 8, right?
It's a given, pretty much.
But you're pretty much
get to blame somebody on that one.
But even with that, you're up in a podium spot midway-ish and as far up as second at points. So very good speed on Sunday leading into these 3.
Yeah, we had a great car, and we're driving forward. I'd say we had a second-place car and a fourth-place driver that night. It was just racing situations that, you know, there was a gnarly lip going into 3, so every time you touched that, it about flipped your car over, kind of like Kyle Larson did the other night. The Outlaw Show was one of them situations, but you got to go for it at the same time. And I was racing another guy that just wanted to kind of run the blocker lane and kind of ride in the middle and whatnot, and I was faster than him. I just couldn't figure out how to get around him. And then the last lap, I was trying something to get around him, and then let the other guy sneak in. I ended up 4th at the line by a millisecond or something like that. So, but we had a good car. We were moving forward, and the first week at Houston, same thing. We were up to 2nd there, and then Tim's had a lap car in front of us and took everybody out too. Yeah. So we've actually.
Oh, was that the one the entire top 5?
Yeah,
got
the entire top 5 got knocked out. So
Yep.
we've actually had good speed there, and that was only the 3rd weekly show we've had. So 2 out of 3 we've had really good speed there. So we got things going. The car's in a good spot. We just got to get this luck on our side a little bit, and we'll be just fine.
You know, one thing I like about Nosa, especially in the sprint car series here, it always used to be, with all the time I have been at River City Speedway, it was like, all right, Dobmeier's here, who's going to take second? The young blood keeps coming up, and it keeps moving into the sprint car class, and these guys are good, and they're young. And it might not be, okay, who's going to get second tonight? It might be, you know, what place will Dobmeier get tonight? But it's good to see the young blood to keep the sport going, isn't it?
Absolutely. Nosa has grown tremendously over the last 10 years, you could say. You could see it. You know, 10 years ago, the IRA came here. That's probably the best way I like to explain it. Is IRA came here 10 years ago, and they walked all over us, you know, and made us look like the inferior group.
They did.
Only 3 of us made the show.
Yeah, well, now the IRA's coming around, and it's exactly opposite.
Yeah, they're like
all
JV.
our guys are on top, and they're struggling just to get a couple guys in the top 5 or 10. You know,
yeah, they're like JV. I don't want to sound like Chaz, but they're almost like JV now.
But yeah, there's been Nosa guys have definitely increased a lot over the years, and they've all figured out how to get faster and invested the time and money and worked on it. So it's great to see the sport grow, and especially around this area.
Absolutely.
It's allowed us to bring other races in. Like we have this King of the Wings that we got to thank Todd from Buffalo Wild Wings a lot.
He's on my list.
For pushing this and getting this type of racing here, but we're getting good caliber cars to come up here and run these races. So
absolutely, and North Dakota sprint car racing is great. Yep. Thank you, Brad. Winningest driver since 2009. Donnie Schatz, 223. Mark, 166. Danny Dietrich, 159. Baylog, 144. Gravel, 135. Wow. And again, thank you very much, Brad, for that information. Boy, we got a bunch of pictures to show. I haven't even hardly started scratching on this thing yet, but let's do this now. Let's take a break. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to let these guys, we're going to show pictures. We're going to let these guys explain what they are. But we'll be right back. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway right after this. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know, most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more, too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids, check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter, too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. You know, they can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a complete oil change and more. They're at 3325 South 38th Street or call them 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, we are back. Dirty Thursday brought to you by Rivers City Speedway. Three of them, Mike, Mark, and Jaxson Dobmeier, 3 generations on the show today, which I think is just super itself. Between the 3 of these guys, I mean, we could talk about what's going on, and Jaxson is just scratching the surface right now about what his career is going to be like. But we got a bunch of pictures up here. We're going to go through some older stuff and some newer stuff. But what we want to do is just look at the screen here, the monitor, and we'll just talk about these pictures, and we'll kind of go through them and see. We got a bunch, so let's see what.
Who's out on the Outlaw Tour now.
Oh, sure. Wow.
So if it Tim G car, was it an Oz car then?
Yeah.
Must have been. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. You can see we're kind of going through the history here of Mike right now, and now we're getting into
Oh, yeah. That must have been a Wayne Anderson Cup night there.
I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Not too terrible long ago.
And by the way, my Wayne Anderson Cup sign flag that is up here. Thank you to Mr. Dobmeier for bringing me that.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to say who stole the World of Outlaw banner, but that was another gift. Okay, now we get into, when did you first start running a sprint car?
1984.
It was 84. Okay, we missed. Okay. And tell us about this car.
This one, that's about the second year of that car. That's a car I bought from DeLong Gross down in Fargo. He was out of racing. And I believe that's the one I won my first feature in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have a picture of that car. When it came in, it had, I think, an 83 on it or something, or 82.
80.
80?
It was
Yeah, it was 80.
the black and gray.
Oh, yeah.
I got a picture of when it was in our driveway at home, and I was sitting in it. I was smaller than him. I was
Really?
probably only 5 years old, and I
Wow.
got a picture of me sitting in the driver's seat of it when it still had the old paint job on it right after we bought it.
Oh, that is so cool. Thank God for pictures, right? People have always asked me if you could relive your life and change things over, what would you do? And all I say is I would have taken more pictures.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
There's the wingman.
The Wingman. How'd you get that nickname?
Well, my dad always calls me his wingman.
Yeah,
so it just kinda
that's a
stuck
good
to
name.
racing.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's
or
good
kinda-
branding
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. You know.
Now you just gotta work on Todd and keep that Buffalo Wild Wings sponsorship going forever. So then in a couple of years I could be calling you Wingman up there. All right. It looks like you're leading, by the way.
Yeah, that would have been a pitch from last year, I think.
And then you look at that front bumper. You try to get some people out of the way once in a while. The way it looks to me.
That's people hitting me from behind, and then
Oh, they're brake checking you, right? Yeah. And
Never his
pricks.
fault. Never his fault. Yeah, there's Skinny Mini.
Look at that. Wow. I like it when you get the pictures. They're old enough where you really got to look hard to even make sure you know who it is. Because, we all change. But, wow, that's from 87. Okay. There's Wayne Anderson Cup 9 again.
Oh, they got Ty in there, too. Yeah, Ty and Jaxson both in Victor Lane there. The Tynado and the Wingman.
The Tynado. That is a perfect name for that guy. Tornado.
It looks like a tornado went through.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was back racing again last night and did pretty good. So.
Good. We got to get out fishing here soon. Now, there's another great picture.
Oh, yes. Kevin Jopp's in there. I don't know who the 32 is, but
Lonnie Slaybaugh is the 32.
There you go.
I had recycled this, I think, from the Jop show, but it had Mike in it. So.
Oh, nice.
yeah. Cool.
And he is leading. So there you go, the wingman and the wing cart, which you haven't been able to race this year. That just sucks.
Yeah.
But those are so cool looking.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
so fun, especially when you get like 6, 8 of them out there. You get a bunch out there. It just be fun watching them racing.
So now, okay, so if he was older, he could be racing right now in the wing carts, or have these guys got to catch up to him?
They got to catch up to him. He's in the older class now.
I was going to say, throw him in the older class, and he'd still kick their butts, but all right. Now we're starting to get a little more newer looking, but...
Now, is this the car you just got? When was that? What kind of car is this?
This is a Challenger, isn't
That's
it,
a
Dad?
Challenger.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an 88,
That was-
88
So I always love the
Challenger.
big hood on those, so...
Yeah.
That was the first one I bought new.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Can't help but get a little nostalgia now with Italian Moon unfortunately closing their doors last several months ago.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. Are those chrome headers on that thing? Wow.
There's
Spray painted aluminum.
Spray painted aluminum. That's okay. Yeah.
That was about the first year back. If you back that up, that's about the first year Senske started sponsoring it too. I think.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was-
wow.
I was just going to ask
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
too.
And
Jim's a great guy.
that's kind of a cool thing too. Senske and Sons started sponsoring my dad way back in the day, and we've done a lot through the years.
Yep,
And then there was a couple of years where we hadn't done anything, and Jim got a hold of me this year, and he is back on the car again.
And he's
So
a
it's
great guy. He's a super guy.
Very proud to
Super
have the
guy.
Senske and Son transfer
Absolutely.
label on the car.
I would too. And I got to take him catfishing too. He keeps, when are you going to take me catfishing?
He's gonna keep them. He's gonna smoke them. We had some smoked catfish in Vegas
Oh, did you?
with him one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We can go
bet.
catch all kinds of little ones for that. That'd be
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
You bet. There's the would have been Thomas Kennedy and me going at it there.
No, I
Both
thought
of them sponsored.
Thomas was going to come back.
He's actually back in the States now. He's
And I thought he was going to race.
He's
no,
a
he's
Gage.
turning wrenches for
For
Gage
Polka Brick, I saw
Polka
that.
Brick. Yep.
Wow.
That's there you go.
Oh,
That's in the Brian Thompson car days.
That's back when you were swapping with Bennett there for a while on and off with Bennett Bolduc.
the dynamic duo.
Yeah. Because I remember I helped Bennett a few times and would pit for him. But, yeah, gosh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, the Brian Thompson and Bennett are some of the reasons why I got to get into sprint car racing again, because my dad actually sold out of his sprint car stuff.
Yep.
And I think he was trying to park it all before I got old enough to.
He was smart enough, yeah.
to do it. And then
He knew better.
so Brian and Bennett needed somebody to help work on the car and that, so they had my dad work on the car. And the deal is he got to drive like every third night. Eventually, they switched into every other night. And then Brian eventually was getting out of it. And that was about the time I was really hot to trot, and we still had a car sitting in the garage. So then I hornswoggled him into buying that car, and that's how we got going.
And the rest is history. Man, that is awesome. Another really good picture.
Yeah, that's in the wing cart days. I got the Charlie Paradis is in there. He's in the street car now.
Yep.
One right behind Jaxson. Then you got Cash De Niro Schmaltz right behind him there, and Almdahl next to him.
Oh, I got to go talk to Schmaltz. I broke part of my boat motor off last night. Skag hit something.
I got to brag about Grand Forks Welding a little bit, by the way.
Oh, they're awesome.
Alex Pettis he's from Arizona, and when I had a 360 car out there, I actually housed the car at his place for a little bit, and he's helped us out there. Well, he's been housed his car down in Sioux Falls, and he flies from Arizona, and then just comes in for the weekend and races in Sioux Falls. Well, he wanted to come up and run this King of the Wings thing, so on Sunday night, he followed us and drove back he's parked at my house now. He's just parked his RV there, and he's kind of staying with us. But he had a trailer issue when he opened the door Monday, and he's working on his car. The trailer actually broke the frame behind the axles, and the whole trailer.
Oh.
It's a nice enclosed 2015 nice trailer, very well taken care of, but the frame was broke on it, so the back of it was sagging, and the wheel wells were actually
Oh, my goodness.
tipping in. So I sent a couple pictures to Josh, and we dropped it off. I think it was Sunday we found this, because we dropped it off. Or no, it would have been Monday, because we dropped it off Tuesday morning. And he put the boys to work there, got 7S on the job, and they jacked it up and got it back into place and welded big 1/4-inch thick gussets all the way across and stiffened it up. And now he's going to be able to race this weekend and go back to Sioux Falls again on Sunday.
Wow. And that's Grand Forks Welding.
Grand Forks Welding.
You got to give them a shout out. Wow. Yeah, they awesome work. They do awesome work over there. All right, let's keep on rolling here. One of my favorite pictures, probably of you. That's not my all-time favorite, but I like that one.
Yeah, that was would have been the King of the Wings a couple of years ago, or maybe it was that could have been the Blazing Challenge. I guess I'm not sure.
So that was the IRA, the one with the.
Oh, the IRA Nosa.
I can't remember if it was the first or the second year IRA. I think the second year one.
Yeah.
I think that is a very, very cool looking championship belt. What a nice little trophy to have to go along with that special series.
Almost looks like you're coming off the top rope.
Everyone always kind of likes that wrestling belt trophy. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
I actually remember he got me a yard cart off of Facebook one day, and I climbed up on top of the wing of it with that holding it up.
Yeah, we had my Badlands. The year I won the Badlands Championship. There
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
great big gold one or whatever. he was hanging it on top of the little sprint car go kart we had for the yard.
So has he got his spot in the shop yet for trophies and things like that, or you just throw him up there with yours?
He's been sticking them in his room so far.
Okay, all right. Oh, you won't have room after a while.
I even stole his Knoxville prelim night win. I stole his trophy off of that.
Jeez. I like that. Now, what race was this? Because I remember this.
Oh, this would have been the Phoenix.
Phoenix.
NASCAR race.
Yeah, at that time it was Xfinity Series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was the Grand Marshal.
And because of the DAV.
Yeah, we sponsored part of it.
Okay, I thought maybe it was because you were Jackson's grandpa. No.
That too.
There we go. All right. What else we got here? Oh, boy.
I don't know. Jaxson giving one of his interviews there. He's been doing good. He's been warming up to the microphone a little bit.
Yeah,
he's pretty shy for quite a few years.
I think he just figured it out that when you win, the microphone's going to be shoved in your face a lot. And this guy's a pro at it. And you've seen his interviews a billion times, but you don't really like a microphone in front of you, but you're getting better.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like cameras.
Oh. Okay. Why? You're not a bad-looking dude.
Yeah, I am.
You take after your dad? Yeah, okay. I'll leave it at that. In looks, okay. Canadians are chirping in here before we get going. Good morning, everyone. Great show, guys. Dobmeier family, first class. Always welcoming to the race fans. Mr. Dobmeier scooped our bill at Buffalo Wild Wings last year. Thanks. We owe you one. See you guys tomorrow. Mark for the win. Cheers. All right, it's going to be fun to see the guys back tomorrow. They are awesome guys. There we go, back to the old CDEX car again. Where is that? Do you know, Steven?
That's here.
It is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wheelie time.
Got to do the wheelie.
That was Watertown. It was pretty hooked up in the I don't know if it was hot laps or something like that. We were riding wheelies everywhere. It was a good time. Watertown's a very small, tight racetrack, almost too small for sprint cars. Kind of about like the Glendon track, but a little bit more banking. And
can you go back one picture, Dale? I just wanted to. I'm wondering now because I've seen a few pictures now. Mike, the tank top guy, the muscle shirt guy. I wonder if Bobby Martin is that where he figured that out from?
I was just thinking about that. Bobby and him always.
I knew where we were going.
Now we know where Bobby was thinking. And by the way, Bobby will be on the show here in a couple of weeks, so we can't wait for that for the Hall of Fame deal.
Coming back for the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Cool.
And I'm looking forward to it. And we are going to talk about that, too, coming up. The 200th Nosa win, we saw that. Great, by the way, again, congratulations. Now, look at that. Talk about this picture.
That's the year right after the flood.
Okay.
I think it's 98.
Oh, 96, this says.
Oh.
So it has been right before the flood.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's when we first got with Speedy Sign, and they're the ones that did the paint job that year.
Okay, Buligans, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a gal that was working there. She really got creative.
Okay. And then, is that you by the cart?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was getting a little older, growing up a little bit.
Yep.
Is that something you think about, Mark? It's kind of the roles kind of different, and
Oh yeah.
you could take that picture with him now, kind of thing. And
crazy. I'm starting to realize that I've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Yeah, right.
Was this pre? Was there a different kart track then?
Yeah, there's been numerous.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when I started go-kart racing, it was actually out at the Grand Forks Speedway, the track that we race at, the big cars.
Yep.
And they'd race around the infield tires.
Yep.
And then they moved it out to Emerado.
Emerado.
We were out there for years. Kurt and Roberta Haggard, I remember, used to run the show.
Yep.
Did a great job out there. And then eventually they wanted to get closer to town, closer to the big track, and they were.
And this
able to
track's
bring it in there.
phenomenal.
Yes, this is.
Corey Litton, any picks from your outlaw win at Huset's? That was my favorite win of yours. Mike Speaker and I arrived late because I was beating him relentlessly at Thunder Road. Because of that, we had to sit close to the fence. The energy of the crowd as you ran down the leader was awesome. I would imagine you remember that like it was yesterday.
I do. There was 2 wins at Huset's. The first one I started on the pole, and it was a heavy racetrack, but we still got the win and kept the lead and everything. But the second one is the one I'll never forget. I started like 10th place, and just got going in the race. It was one of them races where it's like, geez, what are these guys doing? You know, your car was working so good, and you're just in the groove, and I was just slicing through guys left and right, and it was just one of the nights where you're just on fire, you know. And I remember passing Shots and McMahon and these guys like they were standing still, and I'm like, we're going, you know. And next thing you know, I got up to Sammy Swindell was leading it in the big game car at the time, and he was running good out front, but I could tell I had speed on him. I was just reeling him in, you know. And
of course, Sammy going to dirty you up trying to get by him.
Well, he'll run you hard, that's for sure.
I know. Yeah, well.
But I remember going down the front stretch, and we're coming up on a lap car, and he took the bottom, which kind of surprised me because I was ripping the top hard. So I went around the top, and when we're going down the back stretch, we went around 1 and 2, when we're going down the back stretch, he went underneath the lap car and actually kind of spooked him. So they started kind of grouping up the track. And I had I was right along the fence, and I had a huge run. I wasn't going to give up my head of steam. I was like, I can shoot the gap. I'll make it.
It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing. And I right at the pit gate, like right at that metal gate that opens up in the back stretch, I was passing him. Well, he got his right front underneath my left rear. So I did like the Bo Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And I mean, the whole car just ramped up, and I did this huge jump. And when it landed, I landed right in the top of 3, and I just didn't lift. I just took off and kept going, and it stayed green, and I had the lead. So I jumped into the lead basically, and then I had the lead, and I was ripping. And about a lap later, the car stopped because he had a flat right front.
Oh, bummer.
So we had a yellow, but then I still had the lead, and then we took off from there. So
and you know, I'm not bad mouthing Sammy. He drove your car when you were injured. He was up here, so yeah.
Great guy, and he's very fun to work with when he came up here because it's not like he was hiding anything or anything. Like, it was very open conversation. We talked about a lot of different stuff, and he didn't hide any information. He was very helpful on everything. He'd explain everything he's doing, and we'd explain things back, and it worked out really good.
And I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a big fan of Sammy. I never have been until I got to hang with him at the Buffalo Wild Wings, and got to know the guy. And I'm horrible at that. I'm horrible at first judging people, and some of my best friends I have today, the first time I met him, I wanted to punch him in the face, you know, and it's funny how that works. So you did race when it was still in Emerado. Did you race karts in Emerado?
Yep.
Okay, somebody wants to know that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Look at that picture. Holy staged. Is that awesome?
I'll let Wingman explain that one.
Yeah. Go ahead. Grab the mic. Tell us about that picture.
I don't know what I was on when I took that.
He was on a racing high.
Yeah, you look like you should have some tiger striped Speedos on or something and doing the old pose for me, baby. Yeah. Whose idea was it to take that picture? Was that you? Did you just jump up there and do that for fun of it? Or did somebody say, get up there and do that?
I just went up there.
Wow, that's a great picture. I mean, that's like a Christmas card picture there, dude.
If you win one of the next 3 nights, I expect a replication.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Now, we have we can't leave out mom, wife, grandmother, Sandy. I love her to death, but is that at the lake or is that down that must be up at the lake?
That's Tullaby Lake.
Okay. She's awesome. I mean, I've known her ever since her days with the Visitors and Convention Bureau. Just love running into her.
She's fabulous.
Actually,
You know, we haven't had her the first part of the summer here because of that ankle stuff. And
Yep.
What everybody on the crew is missing the most is every weekend before we go racing, we always get a bag of cookies or a pan of bars or something.
Okay.
We haven't had any of these Sandy D bars or cookies or anything, but fortunately we have some good friends. Mama T,
Yep.
Terry Matichek's mother's been cooking us some, and Billy and Terry's girls have been cooking us a little bit here and there, so we've still been getting a few goodies here and there.
And then
Mama's back now. So.
Brings the treats every week, and I know he drops them off in a bag and gives them to you. He actually worked on my lawnmower, but Charles Cox. Good morning, Dobmeier family. All right, there we go. Now look at that.
Yes, that was the, that would have been, it says 98, but I think that was 99 if I remember. No, that would have been 98. Yeah, that's the year we split the driving a little bit.
Got Rumors on there? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cap Printing, Rumors, Emerson Duty Free.
Dang.
Some Pool and Patio was a good sponsor. They were right on Gateway in Washington there for a few years. And Forks radiators on the front wing. And that was the year when we, and on the left side of the car, it said actually Mark ? Mike ?
Oh,
Dobmeier.
yeah.
We didn't know who was driving. When if he was gone with DAV, that's the year I got to fill in and run a few.
Oh, that is neat. I love that. That's good stuff. Now we're getting about a little bit newer stuff here.
There we go. That would have been
just about the whole crew up there, because you've had crews scattered throughout the Midwest. I mean, they might not all be here for a picture at River City Speedway or whatever, but I know when you were running the Husitts and the Knoxville every week, you had guys down in South Dakota and all over the place that would help you out.
And we still do. And I should mention this too. We have a great family, the Bicey family out of New Ulm. Brandon, I call him, he's my brother.
Yep.
So, and they're actually coming up. They're in the transit right now. They're going to be up here tonight. Oh, cool. And Brandon is going to run the 305 tonight, and in Grand Forks on Friday, and Glendon on Saturday. So we're actually have 2 13s out there, one in the 305 class and one in
and that's a duplicate of your car.
Yeah,
because you did that a few weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah, it's that same car. So
awesome. That's going to be great. Yeah, we'll have to, Dale and I will find you guys in the pits tomorrow night, and we'll probably do a little interview with you guys if we can.
Sounds great.
So you mentioned off the top there, you guys were wondering if Mark and Mike could race against each other. So not just when you ran Miller's car, but you, Mike, ran the spare Bridgeford car for a couple of years.
This is starting in about 2000. We were actually working in our car out at Gary's shop, and I was helping him work on his car for his son John. And then after a while, I ended up driving that one when I was in town.
Oh. Wow. And John Bridgeford is, he runs lean packaging out of Crookston right now, and he's the lean packaging on the back of our race car, and has been ever since 2018.
I knew right away. I was like, okay, that's a sponsor then. So.
Yep. And Gary, he's still at the races every week. He was just at my shop. I think it was last week. I fixed a little fitting for him or something on a welder of his, and he usually comes out the race every Friday night yet. So
I know the date of this one. It was 2014. That's when you got inducted into the Hall of Fame, Mike. Yep. Why were you on crutches again? I can't remember.
And a knee replacement.
That's what it was. I can't believe I can't remember he needed his knee replacement because I need him so bad. What did that mean to you that day?
It was super.
Yeah. I like what they're doing now, especially with Ryan Flayton kind of taking over that thing. I wish he would have been there when you got inducted, because it would have been really, really cool. But to have your name on that wall, because I have lunch in there, supper every night before we start racing. I sit in there and I eat my supper and have a beer, and I look at that wall every single time, and I look and I remember that day like it was yesterday. That was one of the ones where I felt honored to be able to induct these guys, to be able to be the guy to make it look like I'm doing that. Joshua says 2021, Mark was still out from injury, but brought the street legal car and paced the field at Fargo with Todd LaHaye, I believe. Yep. How much did you want to stay out there for a lap or two under green?
Well, if the two-seater had some power steering, I definitely would have won. That one's kind of a handful to rip around a little bit.
Oh,
so.
I bet.
That's all of them.
That's all of them, huh?
If the two-seater
What's that?
If the two-seater had power steering?
Yeah, the two-seater street legal one I have.
Yeah, the street legal one.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do you wrestle the two-seater around without power steering? Okay. It's a little bit behind the rest of power steering by Armstrong, they used to say. So.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, this year's nominees or this year's inductees, Bobby Martin, we talked about him, Jeannie Christensen, Julie Peterson, and of course, Todd LaHaye, Buffalo Wild Wings. And I know Todd, whenever I see Todd and the family, I always go sit down and say hi, and he's such a great guy, such a great family. But they like to stay back in the weeds. They don't like they don't even want people to know. You know, we can talk all we want about Buffalo Wild Wings and Nosa and all of that, but when it comes to Todd LaHaye and Buffalo Wild Wings, it's like, you know, he doesn't. So I mentioned it to you. I said, do you think he'd come on the Hall of Fame show going into it? And you're like, I doubt it. So I ran into him a couple of weeks ago at the track, and I said, here's the deal. I said, right now I've just got Bobby Martin, but I would give anything for you to come on. He said he would.
That's awesome.
He said he would.
I'm very proud of him. I'm glad he's going to
So,
do it.
I am super excited about that show because I don't think, I don't think Jeannie's going to show up. I don't know. I'll put the word out there for her. But, and of course, Julie, rest in peace, won't be here. But I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a great time. Now, what are you looking for coming into this weekend? You got 3 nights in a row of sprint car racing in this King of Wings thing. Looking for the sweep, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think we're definitely in shape for it. We've had kind of a good year, but a rough year at the same time, and I feel like the team's all rebuilt right now.
But you're always fast.
Yeah, and we just put a car together last Saturday. We ran it one night. We've had good speed with it. We have our other car we've had good speed with. We put a different rear end in that one because we shelled some gears out the week before. Honestly, everything's kind of stocked up, and we're ready to rock and roll. We've had good speed, so we're ready to hit this door running tonight.
I want to ask you a question. When are you going to be ready to go do some more fishing?
Whenever.
And you know what else we should do? You think maybe this guy would come with?
What's up, Dan?
I don't think you've ever been catfishing with us, have you?
Nope.
We got to do that. We're going to have to do that. It's just so hard with everybody's schedules. But, okay, I want you to thank whoever helps you on your cart and thank your sponsors.
Well, most importantly, my dad, my mom, my brother, some of my friends, Jack, Braden, Brendan Thompson, and sponsors Buffalo Wild Wings, GOB Transport, Keller Trucking,
Dahlstrom Motors, Lean Packaging, Forks Radiator,
Sensky Transport.
Nice.
Yes.
And you got a cell phone, right? So you got to start putting those in your cell phone. Like, that's what the guys do when they come in here now.
Yeah. Well, one other one he did forget about, I just remember, is Brenco Cleaning Equipment.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
We got a very awesome floor scrubber.
Those are the floor scrubbers, yeah.
They were spectacular.
See, yeah.
Smells fresh and clean when you're done, too. It's cool.
Let's see. One rule for you this weekend, Mark. Keep the pit shenanigans to a minimum. Oh, what'd you do now?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We race hard, but we play hard, too.
Okay, well, Stephen Lewis has got the look on his face like he knows what the hell I'm talking about. You don't know either.
I legitimately don't.
He gasped. Did you hear that? Yeah. Okay, and who helps you? I mean, your crew, think about your crew. A lot of these guys have been with you since day one.
That is probably the biggest bragging right to our team is a lot of people that were involved in it back in the day when I first got going.
When you guys were just kids.
A lot of the same people are still involved with it. You got Wyatt, Ethan. Them are the two main guys that have been with me since day one, since I started driving his car. And they both done extreme rolls over the years, and they're still a humongous part of the operation. Wyatt's really stepped forward over the last, you could say, last 10 years.
Yeah.
And we actually, if we need any team decisions, we just ask Wyatt.
He's pretty much the crew chief, isn't he?
He pretty much runs the show now.
Yeah, pretty much a crew chief.
You know, he's so big, he even made the kid shirt this year. We just got
Really?
We got new kid shirts, and it's kind of like a Where's Waldo game, but you got to pick out Where's Wyatt.
Oh, that is perfect. And you know, when it comes to Wyatt and Ethan, brothers, great guys, love them both, but they are really not on the same. They're wired a little different from each other.
They're wired different, yeah, but they
all of the same plan though.
Yep, exactly. And then besides Wyatt and Ethan, I have another. They're the main guys that are there all the time, and on the road every weekend. And we got Brandon that helps me out once we get down there. But I have another good core group of guys. I got Billy Matichek and Terry with Boss Signs and Graphics. And I got Aaron Croach. I got Steve Arnold. I got Travis Thompson and his boy Brendan. And there's just a lot of Sheldon Anhorn. There's a lot of people that I got to get a lot of good family friends that just pitch in all the time and help us out. They know what we need, and even if it's something off the wall, they'll just go take care of it. Need battery in here, they'll go do that. They'll, a lot of different stuff.
Did Uncle Perry finally retire?
Well, no.
I ask him that every year for the last 20 years.
He's in charge of the phone now, so he calls Wyatt every night, like during the races. What's going on? And he keeps Wyatt in tune. So
I love Perry too. We don't always agree on our political things, but he's a great guy. We've butted heads more than once, but. That's the thing. And the people, when we make our trips into the pits at River City Speedway, a lot of people think, well, he's going to go talk to Dobmeier. I'd go talk to the few people. I can't talk to everybody. I wish I could, but I always look forward to running into your guys. And we do the Buffalo Wild Wings thing, and I still got to get out to the shop one of these days. And it's always so much fun out at your house, and you guys always treat us so great. But I'm looking forward to the Hall of Fame thing. Have you thought? I mean, how long have you been racing sprint cars now?
Well, 99 was first full-time year, so wow, that's big math.
27
years, I suppose.
He's pretty quick. Well, I'm guessing 30 years isn't going to be a problem. Have you even thought about it? Are you one of those guys that's like, when it's not fun, I won't think about it? Or?
That's exactly where it's at. When it's not fun anymore, then I'll do something different. But for now, like, we still got enough people involved, and we're all enjoying what we do. It gets to be a lot of work at times.
Yep. Oh, sure it does.
I mean, the commitment that we put in is crazy. I mean, we're racing last Sunday. We raced Sunday night, and it got over late. We didn't get home till 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was at work at 8 o'clock.
You still
got to go to work. You still got to,
And you did that for years.
Yeah.
And see, that's another thing, folks. You might think, okay, yeah, you see him here on a Friday night. Boy, that would be so great to be his. You got to follow this guy for a week. Follow him for a whole week, 24 hours a day, because you are one of the craziest, busiest people I know. And you've been that way ever since I've known you. It doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down. And you don't either. So it's pretty obvious you're still having fun.
They always love that on the Speed Channel. He runs Grand Forks, Knoxville, Huset's, and still makes it to work at 8 on Monday morning.
Yeah, no kidding, with about 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah. But it's kind of like a winter-summer thing. The summers are so crazy busy, it makes you appreciate,
almost like a farmer.
You hit the fall, and you get to do a little hunting, sit back, and, I mean, there's nothing better than sitting at a deer stand and staring out the window thinking,
yeah, and there is more to the Dobmeier clan than just racing. I mean, you guys love to hunt. You love to fish. You shot deer bigger than me, and I've been doing this every year for 50 freaking years. And you've been fortunate too. I would just, his man cave, it's unreal. I mean, you've got a gator up there. I think it's got a beer in his hand, maybe.
Yeah, got a gator standing there with a smile and a beer in his hand.
Yeah, standing up. You've got an iguana, which if my wife saw, she'd be really mad. Oh, I know. I'd love to go. I hid hers when it died, and I was going to have it. She found it, and was she mad at me. You got the 2 big bucks that are locked together.
Yep.
So you guys are also outdoorsy people. There's more to life than just racing, and you love the outdoors too. What do you like better, hunting or fishing?
Hunting.
Yeah. Why? Because you get to shoot stuff?
Well, it's just peaceful sitting in the stand.
Well, that's true. You don't have to listen to your brother in the boat sitting next to you. Yeah.
He's usually busy playing games back and forth. We have little.
Oh yeah, when you're up at a deer stand. Yeah.
As the buck staring at you right outside the window,
Tim Schwantz, are you ever going to get John Roberts to pit for you at Fish Fry at Sacred Heart?
I think we should do that.
I'd do it. I'm game.
Let's do
Let me know.
Next year.
All right.
Simple.
All right. There you go.
I need some help so we can beat that Schneider character.
Yeah, I know. We need to beat the sheriff. Heapers.
He's going down.
You help out on that too, don't you? Yeah. What's the best part about that for you?
Seeing the people.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? You are a people guy. You're turning into that guy. Your interviews are getting better and better all the time, dude. I just hate cameras. I hate cameras. Dale, make sure you bring the camera with next week when you're at the Forks Karting Association.
Yes, we'll do. And if you guys got to head out at a certain time, feel free to, if you got to flag me down or something. Sometimes I'm ping-ponging all around back there trying to get everyone. So feel free, if you guys got to head out at a certain time, just grab me by the shirt and yank me away.
Yeah, then you can get out of there and still get an interview with Dale. Stephen Lewis, anybody wants to add to this show? I'm just still on cloud 9 that we've got all 3 of these guys here. I just love this.
No, just good way to set up the 3-day King of the Wings deal. I think having Mark in, and it's great to have the Superior Customs Red River Sprint Series for all 3 as well, and then NLSA for 2 of them too, and then we'll have the Renegades tomorrow night. Just kind of sprint week in the area. A lot of fun.
All right. I want to say goodbye to you guys and let you guys, I know everybody's busy. Mike, keep up the work with DAV. You guys do incredible work. I know you're on your way to a meeting or something. What more can I say about Jaxson and Dobmeier here for sure? I mean, dude, we're going to be talking about you a lot for a long time. I know that right now. You're going to be, put it this way, as long as this show's going on, you're probably going to be here like he was for a lot. All right? So get ready for that. You, Mark, I mean, I consider you a great friend of mine. When we first really got to meet was at That damn freaking.
Oh, is that the one that you lost?
Yeah. I should have never brought that one up, that's for sure. But we've been friends for a long time. You guys are probably some of the greatest people you could ever be friends with, and I sure appreciate it. I know you guys are awfully busy, and we're going to cut you loose. But good afternoon, guys, from John Biergard. Wow, John's watching the show today. Good job. Be watching for Mark tonight at Norman County Raceway. Tomorrow night, River City Speedway, and Saturday night, Buffalo River. So watch for it. King of the Wings. It's going on.
You're not off Sunday.
Nope.
You straight back
Sunday,
south, right?
Houston Speedway under
Right to Houston.
Sunday.
Wow, this is going to be a stretch.
It's a big one.
And then back to work at 8 o'clock Monday morning.
We'll be there.
Oh,
actually, this Monday, I was late. I didn't get there till 8:06.
Oh, what the hell?
Yep.
It's still late.
Yep.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't get docked a half hour like the place I used to work for.
Oh, I get beat up when I come in late. Trust me.
The feature was in the 11 o'clock hour on Sunday. So.
Yeah, and beat up for you could be just a silent treatment from Kevin.
Yep.
Mark Dobmeier Racing, one of my favorite people, honest, amazing family. Absolutely. I want to thank them all. First off, Stephen Lewis, of course, my co-host here. Dale, the producer, makes this show look as incredible as it always is. Thank you, guys. And thank you to Mike, Mark, and Jaxson Dobmeier. Let's give them all a round of applause. If you can get to Norman County Raceway tonight, River City Speedway tomorrow, Buffalo River Saturday, you can see this guy race right here, King of the Wings, and I'm guessing he's going to be the King of the Wings when it's all done. So I'm going to cut these guys loose. And again, thank you guys for showing up. Today's show, by the way, brought to you by Rumor Sports Bar Casino. Yeah, they're right here in the Midtown District Mall. We changed the name so many times, I always still want to say whatever. Anyway, wall-to-wall TVs. Maybe you saw World Cup soccer yesterday. Maybe you didn't. I'd rather go out and roast in the sun than watch World Cup soccer. But that's just me. Buses to all the UND sporting events, big-name concerts. You can go in there. You can bet on the horses. You can bet on play bingo. You can try your luck with charitable gaming. The food, really, really good. They got all these lunch and dinner specials. Today, their special is sandwich and a side. Check them out. Got the world-famous beer tower. Monday is DJ Trivia Nights. Initials game every second Tuesday. Here's a good thing about Rumors. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Check them out. BT, Scotty, Jake, the whole crew. River Sports Bar and Casino right here in the Midtown District Mall. Have a great remainder of your weekend, everybody. Have a great day. We'll catch you at the track. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You never miss a show that way. We are Grand Forks' best source. We're giving the Forks their identity back.